So my plan was to go to the grocery store with you and me and Dory, and we were going to show you the grocery store in English, but I underestimated how difficult it is to film with a toddler by myself at the grocery store. Also, there's music playing and there are people around, and it's just really difficult to do all by yourself. I hear a garbage truck outside.
Me too. I heard it too.
So anyway, it was kind of a fail, but I'll show you the groceries that we bought as I'm putting them away. And I'll try to film this video again later, maybe with the help of a friend or my husband. And we're also going to do a little vocabulary quiz together of all of the most important words that you use at a grocery store. Sometimes my students are even surprised that I use the word groceries, grocery store, going to do grocery shopping, because in a lot of textbooks you'll see supermarket. But much more commonly in my everyday life, I use the word grocery shopping or going to the grocery store. And we're going to talk about what you say when you go to buy your food at the checkout line, at the checkout counter with the cashier. I know that in the past, when I have been learning other languages, I prepare what I'm going to say when I go to check out at the grocery store, and sometimes the person asks me questions and I have no idea what they're saying, even though I prepared in advance. Of course, we can never know exactly what we're going to be asked, but I can share with you some of the most common questions that you'll probably be asked when you go grocery shopping. Don't forget anything that you learned in this video. I'm going to put a PDF down below that you can download for free with all of the vocabulary from this video and an exercise that you can do as you're watching it. So download that PDF from the link down below.
The garbage truck's on the other side.
The garbage truck's outside. Yeah, could you hear it?
I hear it.
Yeah, I hear it. Okay, let's do our first vocabulary question together. So when we're walking around in the grocery store, there are generally long areas, long stretches of space, and these are called what? For example, Dory and I walked down the looking for the pickles. Do we call this a hallway, an aisle, a lane, or a corridor? What do you think? Yeah, the aisle. We walked down the aisle looking for the pickles, looking for pickles. Notice the pronunciation of the word the. Before a vowel, it's pronounced the aisle, the aisle. All of these other vocabulary words describe a similar thing: an aisle, a corridor, a hallway, a lane. These are all similar things. The difference between them is that it depends in which context you use them. So for the word aisle, we generally use aisle in a grocery store. Also on an airplane, the aisle between seats when you're walking on an airplane. It's hot outside, huh, Dory?
No.
It's not? I thought it was pretty hot.
Well, ow.
It's like 25 degrees out today.
Make a flat. So gently.
Oh, gently, gently. I caught the fly. Oh, the camera's gonna fall. Please don't knock into my camera, because if you knock that, it'll fall over and it might break, and then Mama will be very sad.
Yeah.
Yeah. So then I can't make videos anymore.
But it's in metal.
It's made out of metal, that's true, but my camera, if it hits the ground, it will break. So please don't touch it. Okay, second vocabulary word here. I am looking for a particular item on the blank. What is it? On the shelf? On the mantle? On the ledge? Or on the stand? Yes, on the shelf. I am looking for pickles on the shelf. I take the pickles off the shelf. I put the pickles back on the shelf. Dory, can you please grab those pickles off the shelf for me? Dory, can you get the pickles off the shelf for me? Why did we buy all these chips, Dory?
This is not chips.
Oh, these ones are not chips.
No, not this.
Oh, those ones are not. Yeah, you're right. These are some other kind of snack.
I love this.
These are from Korea. Honey butter chips from Korea.
I will try them.
Yeah, we'll try them. We'll see if you like them. Okay, and we got these ones. Pickle flavor.
Pickle.
Pickle flavor. You love pickles.
Yeah.
These are pickle flavored chips.
Next.
Do you like pickle flavored chips?
Mm-hmm.
You do? All right, what else do we have? Let's get the rest of the groceries and help me.
Oh, yeah.
Got bread. What else? Cheese.
Cucumber.
Cucumbers. Thank you for showing the cucumbers. Good job, buddy. Okay, let's put them on the counter. Actually, you can put the cucumbers in the fridge. Yep. Is there space in the fridge?
No.
There's no space.
Here.
Good job, buddy. When you're at the grocery store, you might want to ask somebody who works there for a particular item. Maybe you're looking for something specifically. You can say, "Excuse me, do you have pickles?" Or, "Excuse me, where are the pickles?" Really simple, right? Or you could also say, "Where can I find the pickles?" Or, "Where could I find the pickles?" Or, "Excuse me, which aisle are the pickles in?" "Excuse me, which aisle are the pickles in?" "Excuse me, which aisle can I find the pickles in?" "Excuse me, where can I find the pickles?" Just a few options there that you can use. And we've got some pitas.
Pitas.
And bubble water. Some delicious bubble water. Bubbly water. A little yogurt drinks. Yep. Have you ever tried these?
No.
We'll see if you like them. Can you put them in the fridge for me, please?
Okay, but they need to be super duper cold.
Yeah. They need to be super duper cold. And chicken?
Booper booper cold.
Booper booper cold. What does that mean?
That means more colder than everything.
More colder than everything? So just colder than everything?
Yeah, but this is the same.
Oh, yeah. What letter is that? Yeah, it says k, k, k. It's a C. It says k.
It's stuck.
It sticks together, yeah, because those are magnets. What is this thing called? The thing that you use to put your food in as you're shopping. It can come in different shapes and sizes. At our particular grocery store here, they tend to be smaller, but sometimes they're a lot bigger, especially around here in Canada, in North America, in Canada and the States. I'm going to go ahead and give you the answer for this one because there's not just one right answer. Depending on where you are, depending on your region or city, you might call this a shopping cart. Maybe that's the most common thing to call it, a shopping cart, a shopping basket, a cart, just a cart. If you've heard it called anything else, let us know in the comments down below. These are generally free to use, and in most grocery stores, you can usually just take one and go into the store and start shopping. At our local grocery store, you have to put a coin into like a little slot in the shopping cart in order to pull it out and unlock it. And then when you return it, you can get your coin back. So this ensures that people actually bring the carts back to the spot where they got them. All right, we'll put the bubble water in this cabinet down here. Uh-oh, there's no space. There's no room. We could make some room.
But this needs to be cold.
It does need to be cold, but you know what? We already have some cold ones in the fridge. So we'll just put these ones under here for now.
And then it will make it more hotter.
Yeah, they won't be cold yet, but that's okay. We don't need them yet. We already have some cold ones in the fridge. There's no space in here. I'm gonna put them somewhere else.
Yeah. Here?
Maybe on top of the microwave?
Yeah.
I don't know. I'll think about it. Put them here for now. All right, what else is in the bag? What other groceries do we have? Let's talk about buying our food, paying for our food. The person who takes your payment is called the cashier, and the action of buying your food of paying for your food is called checking out, to check out. I'm gonna go check out. I'm gonna go wait in the checkout line. I'm gonna go stand in line to check out. These days, we also have self-checkout machines in a lot of places, which I know that a lot of my students like because it reduces the stress for them of having to talk to an actual human being, whatever you prefer. But if you've ever used the self-checkout, you probably know that it's not perfect, and sometimes you need an actual human being to help you with the self-checkout machine. We use the self-checkout a lot in my family because Dory likes to check out the items by himself. It's fun for kids and toddlers.
There's some in the stroller too.
Could you grab them for me? Oh yeah, our milk is in the stroller. Oh yeah, please don't drop it because then there'll be jelly everywhere. All right, we got milk, some cow milk and some oat milk. What else is in here? Oh, tomatoes. Yeah, we've got some grape tomatoes, some blackberries, and some jelly, also known as jam. Jam, or is this jam or jelly?
Jelly.
Yeah, I say jelly. I think Dada says jam more.
Confiture.
Confiture, oui. Yeah, that's what, you're right. That's what Dada says. But, oh, geez. Okay, and some of the questions that the cashier might ask you. Well, first, let's start with greetings. So you walk up to the cashier, you can just say, hello, how are you? Great, thanks, how are you? I know that this sort of conversation can be a bit nerve-wracking for a lot of students because it involves small talk. And small talk is hard. Small talk is actually not small. It's one of the more advanced things to get used to learn. A lot of times with small talk conversations, people will use words that we don't understand, phrasal verbs that we might not understand. They might use cultural references that we didn't catch. They might speak quickly. So don't feel bad if you feel nervous or if you don't always understand people in these sort of small talk conversations because they are advanced, or they can, excuse me, they can be advanced conversations, surprisingly. But there are a couple of questions that do come up in almost every checkout situation, and those are, how would you like to pay? Usually the cashier will ask you this, how would you like to pay? Or it's possible that they'll say cash or card, cash or card, cash or card. They might say cash or credit, cash or credit, cash or credit. They might say debit or credit. Once they see that you're taking out your card or you say card, they might say debit or credit, debit or credit. And they're likely to ask you if you have a loyalty card. So do you have a CVS card? Do you have an Optimum card? Do you have whatever the store is that you're in? Many stores have a loyalty program. So they're asking you, do you have a blank card in order for them to scan so that you get points or whatever. And you can say, no, I don't, or yes, here's my card. If you don't understand something that is asked of you, it's perfectly fine to say, I'm sorry, could you repeat that? I'm sorry, what did you say? All right, so that's everything. A quick little grocery run that I wish I could show you more in depth, and I'll try it again in another video. But I hope this was helpful. If you would like to continue to learn naturally spoken English with us, watch this video next, and I will see you very soon. Bye!
Bye! Bye! Bye! Bye!
Little toy.
Little toy.
Superhero.
Superhero.